Hi, what's up you guys? I'm recording on my phone again. Shocking, I know. Because I wanted to tell you about my characters on Artfight. Yeah. Because like it's a week until Artfight and like when will I post this video? Like 2 or 3 days before. So like, you know, yeah, perfect timing. Yeah, unfortunately I will not really be able to participate in the first week of Artfight because I will be I think I need to censor this word. I will be employed. But yeah. Okay, so I will go through my characters in the order that they are on my profile. Okay, so the first character that's on here is Brittany. So Brittany was kind of created as like a persona, but like, okay, I was not making him like for real as a persona, like because I'm a furry, because I'm not. I was just like, yeah, sure, I can make one, but like if you look at him, I feel like it's clear that I'm not really into furry stuff. Because yeah. So he has two versions. Yeah, he has the human version and the like furry version. So in the furry version he's like a rat, and in the human version he's not. And yeah, he's a character for Cyberpunk. The furry version was created more with Cyberpunk 2020 in mind. And the human version more with 77 in mind. No, actually more like 75, because that's when my campaign started. Yeah, so as you can see, he's got like kind of punk. Yeah. I love the accidental sun's undertale eyes. I promise I did this on accident. But like but like now I'm like, yeah, no, he has sun's undertale eyes. Yeah, because like in later Cyberpunk, yeah, like 77, most people have like 2 cyber optics, yeah? Like cyber optics, you know, some Hiroshis or some shit, and all the fucking processing. But in 2020 that was not as common. Like not everyone had those. And it was actually kind of common to just have one cyber optic. So I was like, yeah, this is one like crazy blue insane Kiroshi, kind of like Carrie. I mean, Carrie has 2 crazy blue. What? Put those blue eyes away. Stop staring at me. Yeah. And yeah, you can't see on this because I think I forgot to draw it, or maybe I got lazy and only put a hole in his jeans on one side. But he is meant to have one cyber leg, but on neither drawing that is visible. And yeah, he is a Ripper dog. He's a Ripper dog. Well, yeah, he does all that shit. And yeah, and there is a second character that I created, kind of like a companion for Brittany. His name is Million, or Millie John. His name is not Millie John, but his name is Million. Yeah. I don't have a proper reference image for him, but like he is also this kind of punk. He's more hardcore, you know. Like I have playlists for them. And Brittany is more of that like kinda, wait, let me actually just pull up my playlist and tell you. Yeah, so Brittany, like on this playlist I have shit like, you know, Samurai obviously because Cyberpunk, Refused, the Kennedys, Rage Against the Machine, L7, Agent Orange, the Muslims, Bad Religion, Destructo Disc. I have some suicidal tendencies, but honestly, you know, I mean, I guess so. But yeah, suicidal tendencies and Dead Kennedys. You know, Dead Kennedys kind of depends, I think, on the song. I love Dead Kennedys, by the way. And I have a Nirvana song on here, but like Bleach Nirvana, you know? And for Million, I have more of like, also suicidal tendencies, obviously. I have some Leathermouth, I have some Subhumans, but I see I went really fucking gay on here, because I put also mostly Limp Wrist and Gloss on here, so, you know. Yeah, and Million has a band, a hardcore band. Oh yeah, I even drew Britney in a Dead Kennedys shirt. Yeah, and Million has just like a shirt of his band. He's obviously a rocker boy. Obviously. He has a fucking band. Yeah. And yeah, they live together in Kabuki. I love the tattoos I drew on him. You know, this is supposed to be like a crown of thorns, and here's like a... Yeah, I remember correctly. This is like, you know, one of those Jesus hearts, you know, with also the thorns and like the cross. I just love that kind of imagery. Yeah. Also, I just noticed I put a patch on Britney that says "Punk's dead. You're next." Hell yeah. Okay, next character is Lilian. She's I actually had her in 2 campaigns. A lot of characters on here are actually from TTRPGs, because I fucking love TTRPGs. So she was originally an NPC, because I'm mostly stuck as the game master. She was originally an NPC in Vampire the Masquerade. She is Bruja? Do I remember correctly? Yeah, Bruja. Also, I need to update this description, because I forgot to update it after the 2nd campaign. Okay, so yeah, she is a vampire, she is Bruja, and this actually is like this campaign was happening in like not our world. I did some world building, it was fun. Too bad it fell apart, but whatever. And she wanted to seek revenge after her brother died. So yeah. And there was like a squad of 3 characters, and actually all 3 characters are on. Yeah, her brother died during the war, like kind of World War II-ish, but not really, because it's a different world. Oh, sorry, I don't remember as much of the world building as I did back then when I created this. But yeah, basically, whatever, doesn't matter. And yeah, but he died for reasons unrelated to the war reasons. And yeah, and she wants to kill the asshole that killed her brother. And yeah, then she became a vampire. And yeah, there's some descriptions in here that I'm like, huh? I need to update this description, because if even I'm like, what? Then, you know. So yeah, she is best friends with this one guy. That's really cool. I love him. And yeah, she basically went on like a big ass side quest before going to the city where the campaign was happening. You know, having a little Dragon Ball type adventure. I don't know, some bizarre adventure. I don't care what she was doing, honestly. I don't care. Also, I support women as well. And that's like her vampire version. But unfortunately, she didn't appear a lot in my VTM campaign, because it went to shit. I'm mad at this. I mean, I cancelled it, but that's because one of the players was fucking not even gonna talk about this. Yeah, and the other campaign was Monster of the Week, where she was not a vampire, she was just a regular person, and her brother was killed by a werewolf, and she was like a werewolf hunter. I mean, she was also hunting other monsters, but you know, there's one of the roles in Monster of the Week is like, you know, you're seeking vengeance, and like you have an advantage against a specific type of monster. So yeah, she had an advantage against werewolves. And yeah, this was very cool. The guy that she's best friends with in Vampire the Masquerade was actually her uncle slash godfather. I don't remember, in the Monster of the Week campaign, and he like was bitten by a werewolf, and oh my god, the session with the vampire, the session with the werewolf stuff was so cool. Yeah, I love her. Okay, the next character is one I actually created 2 years ago for a Vampire the Masquerade campaign, but for some reason I didn't upload him until like 2 days ago. Don't ask me what is up with that. I was like, how come he isn't on here? So, his name is Vincente. He is a Catholic priest. He's also a vampire from Ministry, and he runs a nightclub under the church. That's both its name and its location. It is called Under the Church, and that's also where it is. It's also in Wood, because that's where he lives, and he is very cool. He has these two guns, you know. He shoots 2 guns because that's cool, and we don't care about realism here. We're playing fucking Vampire the Masquerade, yeah. I think if we can accept the existence of vampires, we can accept the existence of shooting 2 guns. And they are shaped like crosses, because that's cool. And yeah, I had a lot of fun playing him. I think I forgot to mention in the descriptions. I mean, I didn't really forgot to mention it because it's relevant to him. But like, he had those 2, like, not brothers because they are unrelated, but they have the same sire and they all know each other. And one of them is like a drug dealer and somewhere in the underground, because okay, so this nightclub is close to, it's under the church, but it's also close to Manufactura, which is like a mall. And you know, you have the main you have the main nightclub, but there's also like some other underground tunnels happening, unrelated to the other underground tunnels that were happening in that campaign, but whatever. And there was like a plantation of both weed and wasabi. The wasabi was a cover for the weed. So yeah. Okay, the next one is my newest OC. I just created her design yesterday, but she was like rotating in my mind like for a while already. She is heavily based on Carmilla. Her name is Camila. She's also a vampire. Obviously. And yeah, she drives the car poorly, like you would expect for a Carmilla. For a character inspired by Carmilla, because she needs to, like, you know, crash a car into how to get a girlfriend 101. Crash a car into her house. So yeah. That's her. And yeah, I'm sure I will come up with more about her. I still need to come up with the character based on Laura. So yeah. Next character is a really old OC. This specific design was created I think in like 2021, but the character, or 2022, like somewhere around then. But like the original idea for the character was marinating in my head since like 2020. So this is just her revised version. Her name is Amy, but like spelled A-I-M-E-E. She is a hacker type of shit, you know. I don't like the reference image I have of her, but she is really cool. Honestly, if you want to draw her, look at the fucking attacks, because the attacks fucking knocked it out of the park. They look so much better than my drawing of her. I really need to get back to this set of OCs because they are really cool. They are really cool, and yeah. Yeah, okay, the next character is Matt. He is from the same story as Lillian. He's one of the 3 people that want to take revenge on that one guy. He has different, completely unrelated beef with that guy. His beef is that basically he like broke one of the traditions, you know, Carmilla shit, and also the guy is a turbo asshole, as you can tell from the fact that 3 different people have completely separate beef with him. Yeah. So yeah, so the asshole kind of wants to kill him, or like, I mean, he's a vampire, he's dead, but you know, like permanently kill him, and he doesn't really want that to happen. So yeah, so he's kind of hiding right now, and like when he was like going into hiding, he met those other 2 people, Lillian and Philemon. Why did I say it like that? Philemon. He's not French. But yeah, he met those 2, and they were like, we have beef with this guy, we want to kill him. And he was like, this guy wants to kill me? I think killing him beforehand would be fucking sick. Yeah, I'm in guys, yeah. Okay, next character is also from that same story, but he is from a completely different group. Where the fuck is Maya? Did I not do a design for Maya? Okay, whatever. So, this character is called Nat, or Nathaniel, and he is... I draw him in the pink Crocs. In my character permissions I wrote Nat is unrelated to them, those 3 I mentioned. I don't know if I post Maya, his sister. Okay, so he is also a vampire, he is a gangrel. He has many rats. He loves rats. Honestly, he's kind of like he doesn't really go out. He mostly spends time in a basement / sewer. I don't want to explain the campaign. I love my characters and some of the player characters. Some of them. Listen, I have 4 players and I'm still friends with 2 of them. So, whatever. And yeah, I love him. He is so cute. He has rats. And yeah, he doesn't really go out of his room / house. But he sometimes does like the little gangrel thing of, like, you know, going into a rat and scurrying around like a rat, you know, as a rat, you know, in the form of the rat. Just, you know, that's one of the powers that animalism or something they give you. Whatever. Yeah, he plays video games. He plays a lot of video games. He likes video games. Yeah, one of his rats, you know, the, like, I already forgot about this word, famulous? Like, it's like a, what is it called? A familiar type of shit, you know? I called it in the description giant rat that makes all of the rules. I disagree, he is the giant rat that makes all of the rules. Obviously. His name's Submachine Gun. Yeah, that's the name of his main rat. It's Submachine Gun. And all the other ones have similar names. I don't remember them already. I forgot about them already. Maybe it's somewhere in my sketchbook. That's very likely. Let's see if there are any rat names in here. Oh yeah, here's the Lillian drawing. It's actually the same illustration that's on my Artfight, but that one is colored. Oh, here's also Lillian. I haven't posted this. Yeah, and they end up updating actually. This one is insane. This one is an angel, and I forgot to draw the other ones. Sorry, I started and I forgot him. One of them was a guy that was possessed, and the other one was a magic nerd. I don't know. So yeah, I don't think I drew the rats. actually. Yeah, here are some sketches. So sadly, no more rat names. But yeah, you can imagine some. You can make some rats. If you have any rats OCs, hell yeah. Oh, you know what would be cool if someone draw him and Brittany together. Yeah, that would be sick. Okay, the next character is like from a completely different story. I also need to come back to these characters because they are cool. Okay, so his name is Ben. That's I love how all my characters have like really normal names. Okay, his name is Ben, and like this story takes place in like the story that they are in takes place in like 91, 92, you know, that kind of. There are two versions of him, 87 high school, which doesn't die, and 91 or 92 version which does die. And he looks similar in both, just a little bit more lame in the old one. Yeah, it's just Ben. He likes grunge. Okay, the type of story this is in is like a typical kind of. I'm gonna talk about the 90s one, not the high school one. Okay. So they are a group of 3 friends, yeah, ich troje, and they go on holiday to a house by a lake. Ooh, what could go wrong? And yeah, basically he dies many times he dies. I think the time loop was it 1 day or 1 week? I think it was 1 week. And basically he dies always. He always dies. The other 2, not necessarily, but he always dies. Obviously until the loop that they finally get out. But yeah, he always dies, always in some way, always in some different way. And you can see that the town that this happens in, because this is not like an isolated house. I mean, it is on the side of the old town, but like there is a town. A very small town, but there is a town. But the town is a little bit weird. When they first arrive, it looks normal, but the more time loops pass, it gets more weird. So yeah, it gets like strange and eerie. Okay, then we have Jessie, who is Ben's friend. I kind of ship them, but like it's not required, you know. Whatever. She's like punkish, you know. Also grungish, you know. I have so many drawings of him, damn! Oh yeah, and I draw him in a Wipers shirt because I love Wipers. Wipers is such a good band, honestly. So yeah, and then we have the third character from the story, who is Kelly. She's also their friend, and yeah, she is cool. So the thing with them is that like Ben always dies, so that's not good. Jessie, I would say, is the most normal one. And obviously, normal people would also start to go a bit insane if you keep dying. And Kelly, to her happens some like strange shit. Like, I don't know, some kind of like supernatural shit starts happening to her. Unrelated, I mean kind of related, because all of here is weird, but yeah, she starts getting a bit weird. I need to go back and cook that story because it's cool. Okay, the next character is Junko. You might be wondering why this character name is Junko, like in Danganronpa. That's because this character is based on like 2020 old kids, you know. He is from Cyberpunk from 2075. And he is a netrunner, and I just thought it would be really funny to have a character like, oh, I was born in the wrong generation. Back in 2020, that was the shit. And you know, have the whole 2020 old kid aesthetic. So yeah, that's it. Next character is Margaret. She is Amy's girlfriend. She like has a okay. So in the original version of these characters that I came up with in like 2020, this was supposed to be like a pirate thingy, but like I was only like interested in pirates for a little while. I'm not really that hard into pirates. You know what I do like? I like shit like Cyberpunk, Longest Journey, that type of setting. So instead of regular pirates, they are now like sci-fi-ish pirates. So she has like a ship, but like more of a spaceship kind of thing. I don't like space that much either. I mean, I do like Mass Effect. I love Mass Effect. But okay, more like a AV type of thing. You know, I have it in my head what it looks like, but I don't. Whatever. She's like an assassin, bounty hunter type of thing, you know. She's cool. Draw my girl. I really need to revisit this character. Okay, and this is the third character from this genre of characters, you know, Amy Margaret. His name is Rosalind. There was also another character, but I forgot to post him, and I lost the ref image, so I will post him if I revisit these characters, and like, you know, add all the ref images, like updated. Yeah, he has amnesia. He is looking for something, but who knows what? It's certainly not him. The description is really funny because it's like he's really dumb and really smart at the same time. Because like, okay, he is smart, he is intelligent, but like he doesn't know shit. You know, like Harry Dubois type amnesia, but with really high, not encyclopedia, like not encyclopedia. That's the thing. Shivers, really high shivers. You know. Yeah, he isn't actually human. He is like some type of creature. Originally he was an angel, but like the cosmology type shit around this story, like, you know, back in 2020, 2021, like marinated in my head so much that yeah, this calling this angel is stupid. It's not an angel. Whatever. Yeah, he's really old, but like he doesn't remember all that, so who cares? The next character is Kieran. That's a really old character also. He's also from around back then, like 2020-ish. Yeah. I kind of did revisit this character, but I did not draw him. I did like rotate him in my head lately, but like I did not draw any new references. But he looks basically the same as he did back then. So yeah, he is like a punk bitch, you know, like, yeah, he would definitely set an ice car on fire, you know, that type of shit. Oh yeah, the description here. Recently I've been drawing him in Anushanka. Yeah, I forgot that I have made last year I was also rotating it in my head, and now I'm once again rotating it in my head. This character basically comes around like yearly, you know, comes back yearly. Yeah, because this story like turned into more of a world building type shit, because the original world building was shit. Oh, actually this character, there are also two other ones, but they are not posted on here, sorry. And the other two characters were originally from the same world, back when I created them in like bloody 2018. I mean, I did not create him in 2018, I created him in 2020, but based on this same universe. But this world building was fucking shit, and it evolved, you know, it evolved so much. So yeah, this character is in like a world that's kind of inspired by Imperial Russia. You know, that type of like 19th century. Honestly, considering his like putting shit on fire and revolutionary tendencies, I think it would be more accurate to put this early 20th century. You know. This is not Russia, but it's inspired by Russia. but the state of technology is more like 80s, 90s, you know. You have, you know, cassette players, etc., etc. Yeah, that was something that with his story in particular, I was immediately like, yeah. I mean, I do have a drawing of him. Oh yeah, a drawing of him for back with a CD in the back. But honestly, CDs did exist back then. This is a CDR. So like, I guess 90s is also cool, yeah. Next characters these are my oldest OCs actually that still exist, but also some of my actual oldest OCs, because I didn't used to create as much characters. I mean, I did create characters when I was like a little child, you know, but I don't remember those at all. I remember like one of my OCs prior to that. So Mark, he's my oldest existing OC. I mean, I haven't really thought about him that much since 2021, but I'm still fond of him. Okay, and he was originally created in like 2018, and one thing that has stayed consistent is that he has red hair and like tan skin and fire powers. That's the only thing that stayed consistent, and that his name starts with MA. And his original name was different, but whatever. And his original personality was completely different, but like the personality he has now was established by like the end of 2018, so whatever, it doesn't matter. Yeah, he has fire powers. This was kind of a vigilante type shit. He is in high school, and like back in 2020 I made him a boyfriend. His name is Ash. I don't really care about these characters anymore, but I'm just nostalgic for them, you know. Second to last character is like just a silly creature. I think I'm gonna make actually a second silly creature character. This one is named Mole Frog or Krecia Żaba. So I was drawing a attack for Artfight, and the characters I was drawing had like a lot of animals, you know. So I drew a frog, and the frog was so fucked up, and its little paws. Frogs don't have paws, but they look like mole paws, you know, like mole, like this little creature that like digs like this, you know. That's what they look like always. They always like this. This is my mole pose. They look like mole, so this is a mole frog. I love this frog. Krecia Żaba, Krecia Żaba, Krecia Żaba, Krecia Żaba. So yeah. Yeah, the little paws are meant to look fucked up like a mole. Okay, and the last character is Philemon. I don't even have like a proper reference for Philemon. This is like a sketch from my sketchbook that's actually in here. And yeah, I don't fucking care. I think when I was drawing him, I was really being like, hey guys, have you seen how hot Che Guevara is? I think honestly that was all that was going through my head when I was making him. Okay, I'm gonna make two more characters because I came up with them yesterday. They are two moles. Their name is Kretes and Cretin. Yeah, so I'm gonna create Kretes and Cretin now, and then I'm gonna edit this video.
I was not honest. Now I watch as tables turn.